All right, here we go again. Oh, excuse me. All right, how's it going, guys? It's Alan here, and yeah, welcome to the week 6 recap of what happened this week. So, yeah, we're doing a late night version this time. I'm recording the time I'm recording this video. It's 10:43 at night. So, yeah, I got nothing better to do. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, Monday of this week. What happened Monday? So, Monday, Uh, what are methods? We're starting a whole new, we're doing a whole new instruments. We're no longer doing flute. We're doing double reeds, which is oboe and bassoon. And yeah, I decided that I wanted to do oboe because why not? I don't know why, but oboe, oh well. Because I feel, because if I'm correct, flute and oboe, the fingerings almost similar, but not the same. But oh well, it's still in treble clef. So yeah, how many oboes there were? I think there was just three of us that were on oboe. Yeah, three of us on oboe, and then the rest of them on bassoon. So yeah, and so we talked about what we needed for like reeds and stuff, and yeah, what type of oboe and bassoon reeds we need. So yeah, not much happened in woodwind methods, just assigned instruments, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. Then intro to music. We think we started a new. No, what do we do Monday? In intro to music. Uh, I think we talked about George Frederick Handel. We talked about the history and where he was born and all the types of music that he composed. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. Just talking about George Frederick Handel or J.F. Handel. That's how I say it. So yeah, and then in theory, 3, 4. Continue to part writing some part writing exercises, and yeah, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Then history. I think we talked about the Great American War. Let me look over my notes. What I did in history. I'm gonna pause the video for a second. All right, I'm back. I got my notes pulled up, and yeah, we talked about America and the Great War, which ultimately led to the Civil War or World War I. I think it might have been World War I. So yeah, talked about that. Talked a little bit about Mexican history as well. And yeah, that's really what I got for history. Then for wind ensemble, what did we work on? I think we did Gillingham, Gillingham piece. I may be wrong. And Eric Whitaker. So yeah. By the time this video comes out, I'm gonna upload it Saturday so I can finally reveal the titles so that my sister doesn't have to skip this part. So I think we worked on internal combustion and then ghost train. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Okay. And that was wind ensemble. And then I had my lesson, which went very well. So yeah, nothing much. And so what else happened Monday? I feel like something else happened Monday. I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think so. So yeah, that was Monday. All right, Tuesday. Started with piano class. It was another practice day, and yeah, just practice, practice, practice. And so yeah, I really don't have much to explain about piano. It's just practice. So yeah, and then afterwards lunch. And then I had percussion methods, which we got into a new instrument as well, the timpani. And so learned about the history of timpani and how to tune the actual drum and the beating spots and what type of rolls you need to do. I mean, timpani roll is just a single stroke roll, but it's different between each drum of how fast or slow the roll needs to be. So, yeah. And so after percussion methods, orchestra, which I forgot what we did, honestly. I think I have the rehearsal schedule. What did we do orchestra on Tuesday? Alrighty, there it is. Oh, okay. So we did the festive march and Andalusia suite and Mozart concerto or the flute concerto. Not the Mozart. That's my piece. Literally. The flute concerto poem, and then the Mozart piece, which I play in. And afterwards, the strings worked on the Fari Requiem, and yeah, and so I think that yeah, yeah, that's Tuesday. Alrighty, Wednesday. So in the morning, woodwind methods again. We started looking at some of the exercises for both oboe and bassoon, getting some first notes out, and fortunately I didn't have to read, so I'm probably gonna go get one tomorrow, Saturday, which is the day I'm recording it. It's a Friday night, so yeah. So I'm gonna go get a read for tomorrow for oboe, and yeah. And so yeah, just pretty much going over the basics, getting some first notes out on both instruments. So yeah. And then theory, no, not theory, intro to music afterwards. We had a kind of like a little discussion day because our exam was today. So little discussion day, reviewed over the exam, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then what else? Theory, we took our test. Theory, we took our test. I forgot Monday wasn't part writing; it was a review day. So Monday in theory was a review day. So yeah, Wednesday we took our test for theory, and I feel like I did better than I did the first test. So it's improvements. So yeah, and afterwards I was done. And then history again. We still talked about the Great American War. I think we finished that one, or no, we didn't. We still got stuff to talk about on Monday, so nearly finished America and the Great War, and yeah, that was history. And then wind ensemble, we did the rest of the pieces. Down in Country Lane by Aaron Copland. Um, what else? What else? Trumpet Concerto, and then To Tame the Polaris Skies. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Worked on those, and yeah. And then no flute studio happened, and yeah. And then we had our first student recital of the semester for recital attendance. Only two people performed. It was a vocalist, a soprano, and then a tuba person, or one of my a tuba friend of mine. So both did really good. Both did really good. Then afterwards, yeah, that's pretty much it for recital for Wednesday. Yeah, that's Wednesday. Alrighty, yesterday, Thursday. So we had piano class again, like almost every day, like almost every Tuesday and Thursday. Just another practice day. We learned a new scale, or it's not new to me, but it's a kind of recap for me. I think we did E flat major, which took me a while to get back into it because yeah. So, and then of course practice all of our repertoire and all that. So, yeah. So that was piano, and then I had a lunch. Or yeah, then I had lunch, and then what else? Oh yeah, percussion methods. Um, Still talked about timpani and how to tune them. Or no, my professor changed the timpani head and how to properly change a timpani head and carrying it around. So yeah, and then uh, yeah, that was what are methods. And then orchestra, we started a new piece, very late. I think it's an aria. It's by Korngold. It's not the actual title. The actual title is probably in German, I believe, if not Italian. I don't know. It's from an opera. So yeah, the composer is Korngold, which I don't know much about that composer, too much. So yeah. So we read the piece. We're gonna do it instead of the Mozart, or the Mozart aria. Yeah. And then I was done for orchestra because they were after we did the Korngold. Uh, they did the flute concerto for, uh, poem, and then they did the Requiem, Fire Requiem. And so, yeah, that was orchestra. And then afterwards, I had to go give my friend her Valentine's Day gift like 2 weeks later. Yeah, yeah. Thank God I remembered. So, yep, it's pretty much like an invitation. It is something that it is what it is. It's been a while, so I haven't looked at that letter. So she has it, so I feel pretty good about that. And so yeah, and then what else? What else? What else? Uh, the voice, uh, the voice studio, or some of the students from the voice studio, they did a Spanish program, Spanish recital, on like Spanish pieces from Italy and Spain. So yeah, it was very, very good performance by everyone. Even the two vocal professors even performed in. They did really well. So good job to everyone who performed in that recital. So yeah. And then afterwards Bible study, and we pretty much split up into men and women. We finished up or not, I don't know if we finished up David, but we still talked about David, Book of David, and or the story of David, I should say, and talked about a little bit of addiction, how to overcome it, what gets started as an addiction. So yeah, and then we all prayed together at the end. And so that was Thursday. And then today, Friday. So in the morning, for intro to music, we had our test. It was pretty easy. So yeah, pretty pretty easy. But then also today it was uh, prospective student music audition day. So people who wanted to audition to the music program here at Angelo State. They did. So we had a few people reunited with a good friend of mine from Hamlin. He's the band director over there. I knew him from Facebook, so yeah, it's kind of good to see him. He brought along a flute student, so awesome. We need more flute majors because there's only like two of us left. So yeah, but hey, we're expanding, which is good. So yeah, and so yeah, did my test for intro to music, then afterwards theory. Theory. We looked over a Wagner piece called Tristan, and yeah, talked about a little bit of the Tristan chord. I keep saying Tristan, but oh well, it's Tristan, and yeah, we just pretty much analyzed over the piece. So yeah, and then there was I had no history today. I had no history since my professor canceled today. He told us Wednesday, so yeah. And so what I did is I went to the band hall and just practiced on the stuff. And then for wind ensemble, uh, the full run of everything: Ghost Train, Trumpet Concerto, Down a Country Lane, Internal Combustion, and To Tame the Polaris Skies. So yeah, and so yeah. After wind ensemble, me and my sister went to go grab lunch, and yeah. And then afterwards, I came back here, or I went back to the music building to help load percussion, but I didn't want to intervene with them because they know what they're doing. I'm not. So yeah, but yeah, and so and then a few minutes ago, I just woke up from a nap. So yeah, I took a little nap, like an hour long nap. So yeah, and then I come to find out that something happened with my roommate. That I'm not gonna say what happened because it's his business. But yeah, the next thing I know, my roommate's crying. But not gonna worry about it. I'm sure he's gonna do fine. I pray that he's gonna be okay. So yeah, I'll definitely keep him in my prayers. So yeah, and so that's today. That was Friday, and then tomorrow we have our first wind ensemble concert, which is gonna be stupid exciting. I'm gonna be so excited. Like, it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good program, a good concert. Everyone's gonna be there. Population, everyone. We're gonna sell out. Murphy's gonna be packed.
Hi, so it's Alan here editing the week 6 recap, and you know, I say that population's gonna be everyone, Murphy's gonna be packed out. I was completely wrong about that. I mean, there was a good crowd, but Murphy didn't fill up. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. So here I am filming or editing though. Yeah, we did. Why did I say that? Why do I say stuff like that? I think I was because I was just excited. So yeah.
No, I don't expect the Murphy to be packed. Just a lot of people might show up. So yeah, really looking forward to it. My mom's also coming to town because yeah. So yeah, tomorrow we have a dress rehearsal at 10 a.m. and yeah, pretty much it. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up today or this recap. Sorry for missing week 5. I don't know what happened. I think it's because I went home for the weekend and just like I need to relax. No YouTube, so I canceled week 5 and yeah, but I'm back for week 6. So yeah, and even if I were to recap week 5, I wouldn't remember much. So yeah, I don't know why I just paused the video, but oh well. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe as well, and I will catch y'all next week for a recap.